What up, Dokkanners? The global Dokkan Twitter has released the animations for Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. We've already seen them. We already know everything that's going to be happening with these two units, but it's basically telling us that things are ramping up. We are getting the banner tomorrow. We are going to be summoning for Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 in about less than 2 days. So today's video is going to be going over the timeline for how things are going to be playing out. We got the data download coming up, the Halloween event, and we're also going to just watch these animations again. And I want you guys to do me a favor. We're going to play this. The only difference here with these animations is that there's no audio in there or no background music. It's just the sound effects. So what I want to do here is I'm going to play this and I'm going to be DJ. All right. I'm going to play the song, like the actual songs for each character. I want you guys to tell me in the comments which unit has the better OST. All right. So with that said, let me pause this music. Let me turn up the volume a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and play this. And I'm going to try to sync it up with the Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 audio. I think the first one is Gamma 2 though. So let's see. Yeah, it is. All right.
I'm Dr. Hedo's greatest creation. And I'm also a superhero!
I shall take on the challenge if you insist on interfering. I'll show you who's the superhero!
All right, so post your favorite song in the comments down below. Which one do you think is better, Gamma 1 or Gamma 2? And depending on your answer, if you pick Gamma 1, then we are of like minds. You got to subscribe to the channel too. This was a secret subscriber challenge. Y'all wanted it. We're doing it again. All right. So with that said, now that we've hyped ourselves up collectively, let's talk about the timeline. So this is when the banner is going to be dropping, the 27th for me, PST. For most of you around the world, it's going to be the 28th. So let's go over that first. 11:30 p.m. PST or PDT for me. For most of you around the world, the 28th. So in Japan, it'll be 3:30 p.m. October 8th, 2022. Let me know in the comments, actually, if you are a global player who plays while living in Japan. Because I don't know. I mean, are there a lot of you guys over there? Because that would be a little unusual, right? So we've got Japan. All right, what's the next one? Let's do Thailand. I don't know how you say it. 1:30 p.m. October 28th, 2022. Hong Kong, it'll be 2:30 p.m. October 28th, 2022. Let's go. Pakistan, it'll be 11:30 a.m. Yes, I remember. 11:30 a.m. October 28th, 2022. If you live in Greece, it will be 9:30 a.m. October 28th, 2022. If you live in Zimbabwe, it'll be 8:30 a.m. Yes, let's go. No overlapping time zones. Love it. 8:30 a.m. October 28th, 2022. If you live in Portugal, it will be 7:30 a.m. October 28th, 2022. If you live in Iceland, it will be 6:30 a.m. October 28th, 2022. Man, I'm on top of this one today. If you live in Brazil, it will be 3:30 a.m. October 28th, 2022. If you live in Toronto, it will be 2:30 a.m. October 28th, 2022. If you live in Iowa, it'll be 1:30 a.m. October 28th, 2022. And lastly, if you live in Alaska, it will be 10:30 p.m. October 27th, 2022. So if you guys want to find out your own time zone, what time it's going to be, check out dateful.com. I will put this in the description, or you can check out the Dokkan Wiki. Now, I do want to reiterate, this is not a confirmed, 100% confirmed release. The only way we have a confirmed release date is when we get the data download, which we will get to in a minute. This is sort of a tentative placeholder, but it is 99% going to be this, because when we don't have some sort of a joint celebration, we typically have a standard time that the Dokkan banners release on global, and this is said time. So this is when we can expect the banner to release. If there's any sort of like minute chance of a change, we will find out through the data download, which will be happening later. And if there is a change to the release, I will post something in the pinned comment. So come back to this video, check out the pinned comment, and I will let you guys know if there is a change in the time slot for the Gamma 2 and Gamma 1 release. Now, speaking of data download, people were expecting the data download to have happened yesterday, but we didn't get that. We instead got the Twitter reveal. So what's probably going to be happening is sometime today, maybe around an hour or two after the reset time for Dokkan, that is when we will get the data download, which should hopefully not take more than like an hour or two. I don't think it's going to take that long, because then we have to follow that up with the Halloween festivities later on tonight. We are going to be getting the Halloween stuff later on tonight. We'll check the new news in a second. Let's go back here. Where's the campaign details? That's what I wanted to look for. Yeah, campaign. So here it is. The campaign details, if we go back to this, we scroll all the way down and we look at the Halloween stuff, it says the 26th at 11 p.m. So for me, that's this time. For you, it's a different time. Basically an hour before, or basically it's 6 hours after reset. That is when we get the Halloween festivities. Deborah's event is obviously not listed here because he's a new unit. So, and they hadn't yet announced it when this campaign was initially revealed. So that will also be dropping at the same time, which again can only happen once the data download is complete. So the data download will probably happen sometime around reset, an hour or two. After that, a couple of hours will have to pass, and then we will get the Halloween festivities tonight, and then Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 will drop tomorrow, which means Deborah will be today. The Candy Mischief Majin Booth reset thing will be not reset, the adjustment will be happening today. All those other events will be dropping today, including the Extreme Z area. That should also be dropping today. I don't imagine that would be any different. So all of that will be happening at the same time. And then the only new piece of news here is that we've got the Dokkan event previews for Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. And then we've also got the Path to Ultimate Power. The Path to Ultimate Power is the event where you got that AGL free-to-play Gohan, the one that people are rumoring would turn into an LR or some sort of a TUR Gohan Beast free-to-play alternative. So far, there is no update to that unit. That unit will still remain exactly the same. That is not changing. The only thing that is changing is the little Pachinko plushie thing. What is it called? Pineko plushie. So this I like to kind of attribute, or this is kind of similar to the Radish and Radish XL. We've got two different versions of it. We've got the Pineko plushie, the regular one, and then we got the larger version of it. And so basically you want to be getting both because the regular one gives you access to all of this good stuff. So definitely farm all this out, especially the nuking items, the Hercule statues if you're short on Zenny, some dozing Kais, 15 dozing Kais, very nice to pick up. So definitely get all of these. And then for the the large version, the L version, you can get 5. You can get 5 of these Elder Kais. So that's very good. Y'all know I like to point out whenever these Kais are available, y'all keep asking me, how do you have so many Kais? Part of it is because of this. I farm out every single Kai I possibly can. So take the time to do this. It is worth it. And you can get 5 more Kais plus 15 sleeping Kais, all with the help of the Miraculous Awakening category. A decent amount of LRs exist on this. Hopefully you guys have some of these. If you don't, TURs are obviously going to be helping out with the boost. And you can get some decent drops. Hopefully it doesn't take you too long. You also have support memories and whatnot. So this should be a pretty easy, straightforward run. All of these can be done probably in like an hour or two if you really put your mind to it. And then otherwise it's just a waiting game until Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. Now the last thing that I want to mention, with this data download that should be happening later on this evening, we should also be receiving the update for the Cell Max event, which means artificial life forms and special pose will be able to do enhanced damage against the Cell Max event. This is something that I think players have been waiting for because now this gives you a much more feasible way to actually conquer this event. Some of you struggle on the event, which is fair because some of you are just not at the same experience level as other Dokkanners, so you need the extra help. So before the Gammas even show up, I would urge you guys to try this out with special pose and artificial life forms. I believe these are going to be dropping after the data download. Hopefully they do. And if they do, try this out with special pose and artificial life form teams and see how you're able to do, because the damage is going to be increased certainly, but make no mistake, you will still take the same level of damage from Cell Max. So if you're thinking you can just rush on in here with Perfect Cell, beast through all the damage, or tank through all the damage and just rip him, I'm not going to say that, rip him apart with in Cell, think again. If he hits you, you're probably going to lose. So you still got to be careful. You still have to play, you know, smart, but you will be able to get through this a whole lot easier. And the battle of attrition is going to be less of a thing with these types of categories. The Ginyu Force, androids, Metacooler, the artificial life form lead. These guys are not artificial, resurrected warriors. Like you can bring, dude, Cell, believe it or not, Cell is going to be really good for this. Cell, while he does have type disadvantage, he's going to have 35% dodge by then, which should be good. Plus the affinity to be launching multiple supers. Cell is going to be putting up oodles of damage. Trust me. So this is going to be a fun little experiment for you guys to test out. And you should do this because this will also help you get an idea for whether or not you need the Gamma 1 and 2. If you're on the fence about summoning for Gamma 1 and 2, this can be a nice litmus test to see if you actually have the muscle to clear it without Gamma 1 and 2. And if you are summoning for the Gammas, are you doing it just to conquer the Cellmax event? So this actually could help you determine if you're going to be spending stones tomorrow night or not. The Gamma 1 and 2 will be also doing extra damage. I think they're the only ones. And also, oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so the HGL Gohan, you probably shouldn't bring him, but he will also be doing extra damage. But yeah, the Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 will also be doing increased damage. People are able to clear Cellmax in like 2 turns with these guys, like the final round anyway. So this should be pretty fun for people to see. It's going to be very interesting to see how the dynamic of this event changes in the span of like a couple of hours after the data download drops. Everyone's going to be ganging up on Cellmax. It's going to be fun to see how much people bully him now. So there you have it, folks. Once again, data download happens later on today. Banner drops tomorrow night late, and I will be going live for those summons. I might even go live today just to do some field tests on the Cellmax event. So look forward to more stuff coming soon. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, are you excited for the upcoming content, the Halloween stuff, the Gammas, the Cellmax category boosts for artificial life forms and special pose? What team are you looking forward to running against this unit? And back to my original question, which OST is better, Gamma 1 or Gamma 2? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you literally know when to see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.